बराह रास्त आपको लिए चलेंगे अबू धाबी T10 लीग के मुतज़्ज़मीन इस वक्त अबू धाबी में प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कर रहे हैं.
And the good thing is that player is enjoying, especially the overseas cricketers, they're enjoying.
You, of course, announced your international retirement last year. I've got to say, you look great in retirement. It suits you, international retirement, Shahid. What do you bring to the table? What do you feel your kind of skill set brings to the T10 format?
T10 is like what I said before, that is totally a different format. And I was very excited when they announced first time that they're gonna play a T10 tournament. So I was very excited that yeah, it's my type of cricket, and it's a great opportunity for the players who can't get the chance for their own national team. It's full of skill. The people who have full of skills in batting and bowling, for them it's a good chance. It's a great entertainment for them as well, and they can show their skills to the world that why they are the best.
It's a very good point that you raised there. I mean, how will this format change cricket moving forward? You, of course, an electric, exciting all-rounder. Will we start to see, I mean, specialised bowlers and batters, will we start to see more all-rounders? Is this a format that appeals more to them, do you feel, moving forward?
Yeah, in T20, if you look at wherever the all-rounders are playing, they are really in a good demand, and I think T20 demands more all-rounders, like same in T10 as well. If you have a good all-rounder, like they are more successful. If they don't perform well in bat, so they have another opportunity as a bowler, they can perform. So all-rounder is a key role in the team.
You've said, and I'm going to be a little cheeky here, Shahid, you've said that you've had a few phone calls. Any players that you can maybe tell us who's picking up that phone? Who would you like to see the management bring in to this Qalandars team?
I think it's their decision. I will support them, and I know their choice. They are very, they will try to bring some useful cricketers. And the good thing is that about Qalandar, they're always trying to give a chance to the youngsters. So this is it's a very good point. It's a very good chance.
You're back in Abu Dhabi. Talk to us about your favourite memories of this city, of this emirate, because you've been here before. Any stand out for you?
I think, let me search Google. Let me Google it. I think against Sri Lanka, 32 run in 1 hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Caught the one that.
Yeah, but long time ago.
I want to get your thoughts, and I appreciate there'll be a lot of questions for you and our other panellists today. I've got to get your thoughts on Pakistan in this World Cup a few months back. It was England, of course, who were successful. Your appraisal, how do you view Pakistan's performance in the World Cup?
Pakistan performance was not like what we expected. I think, but this setup will bring some change. We want the system should run for next 2-3 years because we keep changing the system. This is the main issues. And we hope the new management brings some hope for us. And now Misbah took a huge responsibility now, and we expecting, inshallah, then he gonna deliver that.
Any players that we should be keeping an eye on? Any youngsters coming through that are certainly exciting you that perhaps we haven't heard of?
Some young players, like I think Babar Azam is the only player who are very consistent, and we need some good performances from like Shadab. He become a very good all-rounder, inshallah, one day. Hassan Ali as well should be very consistent with his performances. He's the key guy. Some new players, upcoming players. I think we just heard about the Amar Shadad and Umar Akmal. They're working on them, and they're bringing them as well. So I think Misbah have a huge responsibility to bring some youngsters as well.
When you look at the way the game has evolved, Shahid, what would you tell a young Shahid Afridi? What advice would you give yourself? If you could go back and give yourself some advice with the way that the game is evolving, what would you say?
Just focus what you're doing. Simple as that. Just work hard. No shortcut in life. You have to work hard, and you should be focused and disciplined off the field as well.
Final one from me, and I promise I will open it up to the floor for our panellists today. T10 is unique. The Abu Dhabi T10 unique. It's a new proposition in the marketplace. It's an exciting one moving forward. There is an awful lot of saturation, though, when it comes to T20 events, and there's been a lot of discussion around this. If you were in charge, I mean, is there too many? What can be done in order to kind of streamline things moving forward? What would you like to see if you were in charge?
You want to talk about the change in T10?
Changes in cricket in general.
I think if we are here for T10, so we discussed T10. I think if the bowlers can bowl and the batsmen can bat, 6 batsmen can bat and 5 bowlers they can bowl. So this change will be good in T10. I think so. I don't know what the management call is, but this change will be very good for me. And 2-hour power play will be fine.
Yeah.
For you, 1 is fine.
2.
1.5 hours, and it'll all be
But we
done.
have to give some, credit to bowlers as well. We have to, because it's a batsman game, and it'll depend on the boundaries as well, how big the Abu Dhabi boundaries are.
Before we open it up, I want to come to you, Fawad, if I may, because you spoke eloquently about the relationship, about the calendar's brand coming into Abu Dhabi T10. What is it about T10 and this proposition from His Excellency, from Matt Boucher? What was it about T10 that was kind of so resonant for you, and why you wanted to bring your brand to this part of the world?
I think Mr. Shahid Afridi has answered it very, very elaborately, eloquently, because he said, I am the T10. So he is the man who brought, when he was 16-year-old, a new dimension to the cricket. And I think this is what he's telling. Youngster also, focus. And probably T10 will give a more focus, more excitement, more entertainment. And this is a Twitter word. This is my all the young people, they can't wait for the whole day to get results. So 90 minutes, and probably we'll go to the Olympics also.
Olympics, it's an exciting time. Let's open up the floor. I know a lot of you have got questions. If you want to raise your hand, we've got a gentleman up the back there, Sammy. If we can, the gentleman in the blue shirt. Any questions you have, just stick your hand up. We'll make sure that's turned on. Technical issues. Make it a good question. We're waiting.
عايز أعرف كم فريق مشترك في البطولة، وما هي الجوائز المقدمة للفائزين، وهل في سحب على التذاكر اللي هي للجمهور؟
They are asking about how many teams they are participating and the award, the prize money and the awards. الفرق بتكون 8 فرق 8 teams بيكونوا مشاركين. بالنسبة للجمهور أكيد في عندنا فعاليات كثيرة للجمهور راح تكون موجودة في خلال البطولة. الحمد لله يعني البطولة اللي صارت السنة الماضية كانوا حاضرين في كل مباراة أكثر من 10,000 شخص، وهذا كان يعتبر رقم قياسي بالنسبة لعودة البطولات في أبو ظبي بالنسبة للكريكت.
Shall I just elaborate on that?
अभी T10 लीग के मुंतज़मीन अबू धाबी में प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कर रहे थे। लाहौर कलंदर भी अब T10 लीग का हिस्सा है।